In this video, I'm going to cover a question from Stephen Griffiths, who says, if I move to an LLP hybrid structure, that basically is an LLP which is a mixed partnership. So I assume, Stephen, you'll be a partner or a member, and then you'll have a limited company which is a member and owns shares in the LLP. So the question is, with the LLP hybrid structure, will my existing mortgage providers for my 2 rental properties have an issue with this? Also, when getting future mortgages, will that be a problem? If I set up an LLP hybrid, will the mortgage underwriters assess both the LLP and partners' income from the business, full-time wages, etc., or full-time wages, sorry, and jobs? So the first part of the question, in terms of the rental properties, most likely you'll have to let your lenders know, because if you look at the terms and conditions in there may be a condition saying if you change legal or beneficial ownership, you must let us know. Of course, by changing legal ownership, you change information on the land registry, so therefore you have to let them know, and they'll find out anyway. Beneficial ownership, they can't find out because you might do it through a deed of trust or a deed of declaration. But look at the terms and conditions. If it says a change in beneficial ownership has to be notified to them, then you have to notify them, Stephen. If you don't, then it's mortgage fraud. Your second question about are there going to be any future issues with getting a mortgage to the LLP? Not really, because an LLP can own property directly, so you can get mortgages in the LLP going forward. Of course, is the LLP credit worthy? Does the deal stack up? All of that type of general questions that mortgage companies ask you will be asked of the company and yourself, and if you meet the criteria, all well and good. And then you're saying, will the underwriter assess the LLP and the partner's income or the member's income? Yes. So they'll ask you for your income, if you're employed, P60, wage slips, bank statements. If you're self-employed, copies of accounts and your personal tax returns for the last 3 years. And then they'll obviously look at how creditworthy you are, and obviously the LLP. Sometimes some lenders don't ask you for 3 years accounts and ask you for less, but they charge you higher rates, so it depends who you want to go with. But generally speaking, yes, they'll ask income for the members plus the LLP accounts. Final part of Stephen's question is, or an additional question by the way, is also, do the properties transfer over into the LLP? For instance, are the properties owned by the business or owned by the individuals who are on the deeds? So if you're introducing existing properties into your LLP, then you can introduce them by way of capital introduced, so it sits on your capital account. When you're buying additional and new properties, Stephen, I'd suggest you buy them through the limited liability partnership LLP, because an LLP can own property and real estate and land, so it's better going forward. The LLP owns the properties, existing ones, you can introduce them into your LLP or as capital introduced, and that will sit on your capital account. There are some benefits of that, but I'll cover that on a different video. So the answer is yes.